Hello, kids. Hello. Today we will be working on our reading lesson number 4. Today we will practice reading another story about Kate. So first, before we begin, let's review the following vocabulary words. College, an educational institution or establishment, in particular one providing higher education or specialized professional or vocational training. T-Rex, yep, a dinosaur. A very large bipedal carnivorous dinosaur of the late Cretaceous period, with powerful jaws and small claw-like front legs. Reptile, a vertebrate animal of a class that includes snakes, lizards, crocodiles, turtles, and tortoises. They are distinguished by having a dry, scaly skin and typically laying soft shelled eggs on land. Can you remember where Kate is right now? Yes, she's here. She's in the West, in the US. Specifically, she's at the Badlands. Do you have an idea what the story is about? We can make predictions of what a story is about by reading the title. As we can see, we have the title is The Bone Man. Let's listen to and read the story to find out why someone might be called the Bone Man. As I read, you will follow along. The Bone Man. The next morning, Jake said, I just had a chat with a man from State College. His name is Ron Fitch, and he is an expert in bones. He has written lots of books. If we bring him the bone, he can tell us what sort of bone it is. We got to the jeep. Jake said that I was in charge of the bone. I wrapped it up and set it on my lap. When we got to the college, we gave the bone man the bone. He saw it, he broke it into a big grin. Oh, the bone man bent down and said, Kids, I could be wrong, but it looks like you found something big here. I have to do some tests. I'll bet this bone of a T-Rex. What's T-Rex, I asked. Kate, Max said. T-Rex is like the coolest, biggest, baddest reptile of all time. The next week, Nan said, I just spoke with Ron Fitch, the bone man. I have 3 nice things to tell you. One nice thing is that you and Mac found a T-Rex bone. Chippy, I shout. Max will be so thrilled that he has a T-Rex bone. The next nice thing is that you found the bone in a state park. And there is a law that says if you dig up bones, you can't keep them for yourself. Who keeps it, I ask. The state will keep it, and Mr. Fitch and his helpers will dig up the rest of the bones too. And that brings me to the last nice thing. They would like for you and Max to visit them at the cliff. They would like for the 2 of you to pick out the name for the T-Rex you found. So cool, I said. The story sounded exciting. So let's look into the questions. Where was Jake, Kate, and Max going in the story? They were going to State College. They were going swimming. They were going to the store. So we have to go back to our reading. The next morning, Jake said, I just had a chat with a man from State College. His name is Ron Fitch, and he is an expert of bones. He has written a ton of books. If we bring him the bone, he can tell us what sort of bone it is. We got into the jeep. Jake said That is, I was in charge of the bone. That I was in charge of the bone. Okay, so where were they going? Were they going to the state? Were they going to state college? They were going to swim. They were going to the store. Now, let's practice. Did the story mention anything about store? Nope. So this is a no-no. Was it mentioning anything about swimming? Nope. So the best answer would be, yep, they were going to state college. That's the answer. Next, what did they take to Ron Fitch? They took a rock. They took a reptile. They took a bone. We can read here that when they got on the Jeep, he said, we got onto the Jeep. Jake said that I was in charge of the bone. Now, who is I? Who's writing the story? Yep, Kate is writing the story. So when she say I, she's mentioning herself. She's referring to herself. So in that case, that is Kate in charge of the bone, and that is what they were taking. Were they taking rocks? Were they taking reptile? No. Yep, they took a bone. So that's the way you will continue working on your questions to find the best answers. You always have to go back to the reading to find out what is the answer for the question. So I wish you well on your assignments in Schoology. Bye, kids.